Hello guys, I hope you're fine and you all have a good mood. Today I'm going to hear another movie with you, and the title of that interesting movie is The Clock World The Clock World Girl. And now, before any further ado, let's start it. Once upon a time, there was a in the world there was a city, and everyone was having the technology, and they were so near to the technology. Everyone was liking technology. Some of them were flying with the technology. Some of them were swimming into the water, and some of them was jumping and running on the ground with the technology. And they used to have the competition every year or every month of the technology. And that day, once they had the technology, and there was a big fight in that city, and everyone was impressed by him that he do very bad good inventions there. And he got first position in every competition. In that competition, he was hopeful that I will definitely get the prize and first prize. Then he brought he made a robot that he said to the robot that sweep the floor. Then the robot swept the floor. Then he said to the robot that wash my clothes. Then he washed his clothes. Then he said to the comb my hair. Then he started to comb his hair. Then he was listening everything what that scientist was saying. But then he said that now make thousand and millions of rounds here and there into the circle. Then he started to make, he was running so fast, everyone was not able to see him because he was running too fast and he was not stopping. And everyone started to run because they were scared that he will hurt us. And they started to shout for help. They were running here and there. Then one woman came and he was stick to him, and then he hurt him, and then it damaged him. Then he said to the scientist that I'm sorry for damaging him, but he was hurting the people, so I saved the others. And he said that yes, you did so well, and I take him with you if you want. I don't want to see him. He destroyed my all first prize. He destroyed my all respect. Now I don't want to see him again. I will make another robot for me, and then I will win the competition. I don't need this, take him with you. Then he angrily went to his home. Then he sat onto the chair. Then he heard the noise for his daughter. And then he went there. His daughter was so ill. Then he gave her some medicine. Then but she was not recovering. Then after that he gave him a medicine, but she was feeling feeling more bad. And then at the end he had gone. He saw that she had gone. She was not able to walk or do anything, so she went away, and now she was dead. He became so angry and he was so unhappy that I've lost my daughter. Then he took the daughter's picture with him and started to make drawing on the board. Then he started to do the like the laboratory was doing work. And then after so many years hard work, he made a robotic girl like his daughter. Then he taught everything about his daughter, and then he was wanting to make that robotic girl to behave like his daughter. And he became so happy. He named that girl Tesla. And then he said that now I will present this girl as my competition, and then I will definitely win from everyone into the competition. And now then I will be the previous one that I was winning every competition. And then he became so delighted. And then after that he announced that I am having the competition, and everyone came to his competition and to see that robotic girl. And then they was taking pictures from the statue at that site, and then they were loving that statue too much. And then after that that scientist said now I will press this button, and then I will open the door, and I will put away the clothes from the door. And then from the door, and then they will see my daughter, and then they will see that the robotic girl with metal, and then they will give me the first prize, and they will be so happy after, so amazed, and then they will think that I'm the real scientist. And then he did the same, but that his daughter was not there. Then he became so worried that where my daughter is gone. Then he started to see here and there. Then he saw that his daughter is there with another girl. She has found another girl, and she introduced herself to that girl, and then she became her friend, and then they both were friends, and then they ran away from there. His father shouted for her, please come here, but she was not listening. She ran away, and then outside they climbed onto the tree and sat there. And then the another girl said that to the Tesla that I want to show you something. Then he gave a watch to that Tesla, that it is my grandfather watch, so old one. It is no, there is no technology in it. This is made by wood, and nowadays we have the watches and everything with metal, but it in that time it was like a wood. And then Tesla said, haha, it is nothing, I want to show you something. Then he put his hands on that girl's eyes and said that, can you see something? Then she said, yes, I can see something. You have put hands on my eye, but I can I still see in the sky. And what is that red gas into the sky? Then she said that only I can see that gas. It is that bad gas. It is called blight, and it is so dangerous for the human that it is making the human sicker and sicker day by day. And it is so dangerous for the humans, and it will destroy all the humans. We have to do something for the humans life to save them. And then she said that I know, oh, who released this gas. Then she saw a big aircraft in the sky, and that aircraft spaceship was releasing this red light. And after that they say, then she said to the Tesla that we will go there to save the human. Then the Tesla said, I don't want to go because I didn't get the permission from my father. I want to get permission from my father. Then the other girl said, oh no, do you don't have to get permission. If you get permission, your father will not allow to go there, and we will go there, and we will save the world, and we will be not hurt. And then your father will be so happy on you, so proud on you. Then he will not say anything to you. And it's so easy. But the Tesla was still so unhappy, and she was saying that I will not go with you, and first I have to get permission. Then the other girl pushed him from the tree angrily and said, if you want to be my friend, you have to go. Then after that they went to a boat, and then they sat into a boat, and they started to go to the ship. They started their travel, and there was a big ship, and then they saw a big ship, and then they sat into the boat and started to go there. And then they saw a big hole from where the garbage is coming out into the end. um, and when they're going to the ocean, and it is making the ocean dirtier, and they are making two mistakes. One is polluting the air, and the second is polluting the water. I will not let them live. I will give them the lesson after doing this. And then they opened that bucket of that hole and started to roll there. It was a big pipe, and they were not able to go after standing, so they started to go rolling from there. They were rolling and continuously rolling, and they were talking to each other, and they were making plans. And then they sat there and started to make plans. Then someone was listening them secretly. Then they fell from that pipe and went to a place, and then they saw that they are surrounded by the robots. Then they kicked them all, and then they ran very difficultly from there, and then they went to a safe place, and now they were hiding behind a pillar, and they were seeing everything. And there was a woman who took that robot, and then the robot saw them, and the robot said, ha ha ha, why are you here? What are you doing here? Oh, little boy, what are you doing here? If you will not go, you are spying on us, and I don't like spying. And then he jumped and attacked on them. Then they started to run. They were continuously running. Then they sat into their plane and started to run, and they were flying into their plane, and they were chasing with their plane, and they were going, and after that they were going from a big pillar into the sky, and then they went near to that, and then they all crashed into them and destroyed their plane. Then they were so happy that now we are safe, but they saw behind that some of them are still behind them, and then they started to run with that plane. Then they went into the ocean and pressed the button to convert that plane into the container who can go into the water. So they were traveling from the water, they were swimming and swimming from that thing in the way, and they also were chasing them, and they were making that swimming so fast that they can. They were so confused that what we will do now, we are in a big trouble. And then they saw a big octopus and who was sleeping. They started to go very slowly from that octopus. That octopus will see us, and then he will attack on us. Then they went from there, but they who were chasing them were not knowing about the octopus. Then the octopus attacked on them and destroyed their plane, and then they came out of the plane and swam towards the sky and top of the ocean and came out very difficultly. And now they were on an island, and on the other hand the two girls were also on a small area, and it was a small a bit island, and they were staying there. And the Tesla was not feeling well, so another girl was having some sweet things, and she gave sweet things to her, and then she saved him. She saved her. After that, they saw that his father is coming with a plane, and he took that girl with him and said that why you came here without my permission. Then they said that we want to keep the people safe from this dangerous gas. Then the father said, yes, you are right, but you cannot come like this alone. You should inform us. We should also come with you. Then we all are having weapons, and then they came. After that, they went to a place, and it was a big palace, and then they were going from there. Then they went to a seat. That woman was standing there, and then the woman said that why you came here. Then they said that we came here to save the people, to destroy your planes. And then she started to run behind them, and they were continuously running from there. They were running so fast, and then they saw that there is a big pillar. Then they threw that big pillar behind, and there was a cave. Then they started to run from that cave, and then they were running too fast, and they realized that she is still behind them, and she is chasing them. Then they started to run more faster, and now they were so fast, and they were wanting to save their lives. And on the other hand, his father was trying to go into that control room to destroy their plan, and then they were controlling things, and they were protecting the girls. And then the girls went to the plane, and then they had a big blast there, and the woman died there. And then they destroyed the ship, and now it was the turn of that spaceship. And then they were going to the spaceship with that airplane, and then they went there, and then they saw that there is no way to get in. Then they found a big hole. Then they for park their helicopters and their planes, and they came out of that airplane, and then they saw there were a lot of robots, and then they fought with that robot that when they were having a lot of pistols and guns, then they started to shoot them, then they killed them, and then they started to go. After that they saw a place, and there are a lot of robots, and they are sleeping there, and one of them is awake, and then and they started to fight with them with a sword, and they were fighting with them, and they were fighting, continuously fighting. His father was fighting with them, and his father said to that a girl secretly that go with that tunnel, and you have will find a heart, and you will destroy the thing who is releasing that gas, and you will save the whole earth. Now you have to go. But this girl was so scary that there in the tunnel there was everywhere fire. It was surrounded by fire. She was so scared, and she was so scared that how I will go there, and she was not able to go there, and she was so scary, and suddenly she went from there rolling and rolling, and on the other hand his father was fighting, and then suddenly other boats also woke up, and they also started to fight, sorry, and then they all started to fight with him, and he was not able to fight with them anymore, and he fell onto the ground, and fainted there, and then another girl who was also with that and came again, and his father came, and then his father make him a book, and then they both fought with the robots, and then they killed the robots, and then they started to go, and then they saw that there is a big hurt, and who is releasing that thing and gas, and then they went there, and then they saw here and there, and there is no way to save the gas, and then they said that now we have to put the bomb here, and a lot of bombs here, and then we will go, and then they put lot hundreds of bombs there, and then they ran with their car and went out, and then they sat into the helicopter. It was a big blast, and that blast damaged their helicopter, which was so far from the blast, and everyone was fine, but the girl with the metal was not fine because she absorbed so much heat from that thing, and she was burning his heart was human heart, so she was burning his heart, and she died there, and she was not opening his eyes. All of them was worried that she is gone, and she died there, and then she started to cry. His father said that I will go to home, and then I am having too much technology. I will make a metal heart for her, and then I will save her. Then he worked so hard, and after 1 or 3 weeks, he made a hurt for her daughter, and then he put his heart into his stomach, and then he saved her, and then he became so happy that now I have saved my daughter, and he was so happy that we have saved the world from that gas too. Then he was so proud of his daughter. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe my video. Thank you for watching.